It's the afternoon edition of the Weather Xtreme video. This is for Monday, July 13th. I'm James Spann. You know the deal. It's hot. It's July. Isolated storms, but maybe an organized batch of storms tomorrow night. Let's go in there and talk about it. Water vapor satellite view. Upper high a little west of the state. We have a northerly flow aloft, an MCS up north, and boy, that thing has lasted for a long time. That was a graphic put together by the guys at SPC. In fact, Greg Carbon put that together. 700 miles in 18 hours, still trucking down across the Ohio River into Kentucky. Came through Chicago this morning and Indianapolis as well. That's our radar at 2:28. A handful of isolated storms moving southeast. Temperatures really not too far above average for this time of the year, mostly low 90s. That's we ought to be. Of course, the exception there's Tuscaloosa. They're kind of baking at 97, but Birmingham's at 91, Anniston 92. We'll expect mostly mid-90s each day for the next 5 to 7 days. Hey, this is July in Alabama. Heat advisories for parts of the state, part of the state not under one, but again, it's just going to be hot for everybody. Up north, there's that severe thunderstorm watch for parts of Kentucky and West Virginia with that, I don't know if you call it a derecho. It's, the wind damage has not been that widespread, but it's just a long-lasting squall line. Still a moderate risk of severe weather up in that zone. Illinois, southern Indiana, parts of Kentucky, as more storms could redevelop northwest of that squall line. A slight risk into extreme North Alabama and a marginal risk statewide. The one thing we have noticed, the instability values are very high today. In excess of 4,000 joules per kilogram just north of Birmingham. Even for a summer day, that's pretty high. So if storms can get going, they could be pretty strong. Tomorrow, the northern third of the state under a slight risk. The northeastern corner, an enhanced risk. A marginal risk down to Andalusia and York. And we'll be watching for maybe an organized batch of storms tomorrow night, as you'll see. And day 3, which is Wednesday, a marginal risk for East Alabama with a slight risk east of the state. Average rain, this will vary greatly, but most locations under 1/2 inch for the next 5 days, and nothing underneath the core of the heat bubble over Texas and Oklahoma and Louisiana. And hey, look at here. All of a sudden, Claudette is on the board, a tropical storm. This was this MCS that came off the Atlantic coast last night. That water's pretty cold up there. It's not going to stay a classic tropical storm for long, but the guys at the Hurricane Center upgraded that thing at midday today. Top winds 50 miles per hour, moving northeast at 15. And it'll be up in the Canadian Maritimes by midweek as a post-tropical system. All right, model fans, here we go. The GFS, the 12Z run, valid tomorrow at 1 o'clock. Heat ridge a little west of here. We have a northwest flow aloft. And down below that, the day tomorrow will be a lot like today. Hot, hazy, humid, you know the story. Good chance we'll see highs up in the middle 90s. And a storm could certainly pop up during the heat of the day. But again, the high-res NAM suggesting a squall line coming in here tomorrow night. This is just after midnight tomorrow night, 1 a.m. Wednesday. And again, it looks like it will be entering the state maybe 11 o'clock tomorrow night, coming in around midnight, 1 a.m., something like that, with the heavier cores over the northern third of the state. And those could produce pretty strong winds with a little bit of dynamic support. So again, we'll be watching for perhaps an organized batch of storms late tomorrow night. And during the day Wednesday, same old deal, hot, hazy, humid. Few spots getting a storm. Same thing Thursday. Same thing Friday. Chance of any one spot getting wet in the 20 to 30% bracket. Mainly during the afternoon and evening, the peak of the daytime heat. And that'll be the formula for the weekend. Saturday, now let's see, the GFS is showing 96. Sunday, it's showing 94. And again, partly sunny, isolated afternoon storms. Here's a week from today, Monday, July 20th. Again, the core of the heat a little west of here, but still not much change. Partially sunny, a few scattered showers and storms, highs maybe low 90s by then. Here's the end of the forecast, July 23rd. This is Thursday of next week. Pretty much the same deal. The core of the heat a little west of here. Classic July weather. Partly sunny. A few spots will see an afternoon storm. Highs in the 90s. Lows in the 70s. Maybe numbers coming down a bit late this month. And temperatures July 21st through July 27th. a little above average around here. That's it for the Weather Extreme video today. We'll have notes in the blog. Next video here by 7 o'clock tomorrow morning. If you can catch us this evening on the live stream or the television side, ABC 3340 News at 4, 5, 6, and 10 o'clock. Thanks for watching. Have a great evening, and God bless.